Hello everyone, in this video we will talk about a commonly asked Java interview question, how to check if an array is sorted. We will implement this solution using both the stream API and traditional for loop, okay? If we have this integer array, what I can do, maybe I can create a function very quick. I'll say public static boolean. It's going to return true or false, and I'll say is sorted, a function name. It accepts an integer array. I'll say int array. I'm gonna call it numbers or array. What I can do is I can check, maybe I'll say if array is equal to null, or array dot length, let's say array dot length equal to 0, do something. Okay, just throw an exception or return false. I just want to return false, okay, for the moment. But if we have only one value, what happens if array dot length equal to 1? If we have only one value, we can know it's already sorted, and we just want to return through something like this. But if we have more than one value, what we can do is we can start traversing over the elements of the array. We can traverse up to the second from the last, okay, up to the second from the last here, up to 4, and we check if the current element is less than or equal to the next element. We are good. As soon as we find the current element greater than its next element, so our condition is false, and we will return false. What I can do is I will say for I equal to 0, I less than array dot length -1, go to the second last element, and I'll check if the current element or element at index I, I'll say array at index I, if it is greater than array at index I plus 1 if it is greater than the next element, just return false. But if it is equal, we are okay with that, return false. Otherwise, if you couldn't find an element that is greater than its next element, just return true at the end of the for loop. I'll say return true here. Okay, easy. Just we use the for loop, nothing else. And if I print out here, I'll say is sorted. I'll pass my array. Let's see what happens. It's going to return true. If I put something here, if I put 8 here, 6, now our array is not sorted. This current element is bigger than its next element, so we should get a false here. Okay, so this is the traditional way of doing that, using a for loop. We can also do that using a stream API. We can use the int stream.range value to generate index values for accessing the elements of the array. What I can do is I can just say, let's say I just want to say int stream dot range. It's going to give me a range of values starting from start inclusive and also end exclusive. Okay, so whatever number we give, it's going to be inclusive. If you want to start from 0, I will say start from 0 and go all the way to end exclusive. I'll say array dot length -1. Okay, it gives me an index value or a series of value or a stream of values, integer values starting from 1 and go all the way array dot length -1. Okay, so now once I got this stream, what I can do is I will apply some intermediate operator or some terminal operator. Okay, I'll check if dot all match. Okay, it accepts a predicate and check that for every element this predicate should return true. As soon as for one element it returns false, the whole stream will return false. Okay, so I will say all match, and I can pass a predicate for that. I'll say take index I. Okay, from this stream, first it's going to be 0 1 2 all the way to len -2. Okay, or len -1. Since it is inclusive, it's go all the way to It's exclusive, it go all the way to len minus 2. Okay, I'll say if array, check if array at index I is less than or equal to, we don't have a problem if they're equal to its next element, array at index I plus 1. If for all element this condition is true, then just return, it's going to return true. Okay, and I will just put a semicolon here. It returns a boolean. If I take a look here, it returns a boolean, abstract boolean. Okay, I can just return this from my function. I'll say return it. Okay, let's see if I run the code very quickly. It returns false because we have a 6 here, and if I remove 6, it should return true. Okay, this is the two ways how we can check if an array is sorted using both traditional for loop and also stream API. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Please don't forget to subscribe.